This way forever. I'm Byron the Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to F1 2010 part 4 or part 5 I think it is. We're here with the Circuit de Catalunya in Spain. I did skip practice, so we're going straight into qualifying now. On our third lap we did go a bit wide into the gravel trap. Not ideal. It does slow down the car a lot even if you just dip the wheel in there. Currently we are P11 in terms of our time. We're still 1/10 up on our previous sector 2 time, so hopefully we do go well in sector 3, but we go out onto the grass and that's really going to damage our laps. We're going to abandon this lap pretty much and start fresh in the next lap. Qualifying was okay. We're going to go into the pits and grab new fresh tires. Qualifying was okay. It wasn't the best thing for our car setup and for our car, because we do not have any of the fuel management systems that the other cars have, so I cannot change to a higher fuel mixture to increase power, but that's okay because we are going to go to Monaco next, so that doesn't exactly need proper power. So as you see, we're going to go back out to the track and we are now P16. Look at this, the AI in front of me, both McLarens just holding me up and holding each other up, so I'm going to overtake both of them. And then you find out that the AI don't like to be overtaken if they are going on a slow lap. So now they're both catching up to me, and as soon as we're gonna skip to it, they're gonna overtake me, and they are gonna just slow down once more. So we are P16 at the moment on lap 3. So both AI cars are still there, and we're gonna start our new flying lap because they did really damage our previous one. And look, we're almost coming up probably 3 seconds slower. We are 3 seconds slower that lap. Almost 3 seconds, but now you're going to watch both the McLarens just breeze past our slow Toro Rosso. Button didn't go for the overtake, but he did have a look at the gap into the first corner, but we are going to go into corner 3 now, and there we go, we're going out wide. Both McLarens are going to have a fine line to just overtake. Button is looking at the overtake, he doesn't do it, he backs out. Hamilton is just stuck behind Button, so Button is really damaging his own lap and Hamilton's lap. I did have to let them pass because they did overtake me. But now on lap 4, we are still P16, still the same lap. Our lap time looks to be pretty good. We're going to go into the final little chicane type thing. Not one of my favourite corners on the circuit. And there we go. We just mount the curb too much and we lost the rear. And so we spun out, and that's going to really damage our lap, and we're going to have to just abandon it now. So here we go for our new flying lap. So this is the second attempt. We don't have much fuel in the car, so we're going to have to do something, but unfortunately that is going to be P15. We only did one more flying lap, and let's get ready for the race. So here we are for the race in Spain. We are starting P15. Our teammate is P17, I believe it was. Rosberg is in P13, which is interesting, and Barrichello P16. So lights out and away we go. We get off to a decent start, but look at this, there's just no grip in our tyres. I'm not sure what happened, we just could not get it. We're losing positions left, right and centre. We are down into P17 now. Gonna go and have a look around the outside, P16. Barrichello does get the lead on us, and then there we go, we're losing another place to Hulkenberg. So both Williams got past us, now we're going out wide. Our teammate Sebastian Buemi gets past us. We have Kovalainen behind us. I'm not sure if he's going to have a look. Kovalainen doesn't have a look just yet. Well, his little proximity arrow has disappeared, but Buemi is just sitting in front of us. The two Williams are having a go at each other now, and a few cars behind us are having a go on the minimap. Someone's going around the outside of someone behind us, but I can see on the minimap someone's doing it. Who's this? Hulkenberg did dip his wheel into the gravel trap. It did slow him down a lot, and he did compromise our run into that corner. So unfortunately we do lose the position to Kovalainen on lap 1. We are down into P19. We're going back down the inside of Kovalainen, and we're just going to put too much revs into the corner, and there we go, we spun out, and that's P24. So that's lap 1, not the greatest start, and you're going to see a lot more spin outs unfortunately in this sector right here. Sector 3 was my worst sector on this track. P24 still, lap 2 now, and that is Truly, who spun out in the gravel trap facing the wrong way. So I'm not sure what happened to him, but we're going to just overtake him like nothing happened. That's P23, lap 2, a few cars still in front of us, still on lap 2 now, coming up to the end of sector 3. We do go a bit wide. I forgot to go down a gear. We're going to make it into this corner, but unfortunately we just spin out once more. Same thing as we did in qualifying, so we're going to have to get the car around quite fast because Truly is actually catching up to us. So that was the end of lap 2 now. Truly is starting to catch us, and lap 4, and there's a car coming out of the pits, and Truly has caught up to us. He's half a second behind us, and Truly is just going to sit there and wait for the perfect chance. He's going to get it no matter what, because we're not having the worst car in the lines. Especially this corner, a lot of cars could take it flat. I had to get it perfect to take it flat. Lap 5 now, still P22. Senna is right in front of us. I can see him up the road. A few cars ahead is our teammate, so we're going to be looking at him. We're going to go a bit deep into that corner. We'll go into first gear, unfortunately, and then we just get... Yeah, I'm not sure. You could say it goes down to a racing incident, could go down to my fault, could go down to his fault. I think it's sort of his fault, but the AO aren't advanced enough to just get out of the way when that happens. Lap 7 now, we're going wide once more like we did earlier on lap 3 or 4, something like that. We almost had a little moment there. The back end almost let go and went away from us, but we did manage to save it. We do have a car right behind us now, and Buemi is in 17th, so 19 seconds ahead, and we're almost at the end of this race. That is going to be a bit of a pickle to catch up to him anyway. So as you can see, he's almost a full sector away, but that is seriously, look at the car behind. He's just catching us crazy amount. We haven't even gone in for our pit stop just yet, so we are coming up to the end of this race without a pit stop now. The end of lap 8, we do bounce over the curb. I thought we were going to spin out, but it's all good. Unfortunately, we get the worst exit possible into the final corner. We do dip the wheel into the gravel trap, and there we go. We're going to get it overtaken like it was nothing. I tried to slay in the slipstream, but there was just nothing. We did sort of start catching up in the slipstream, but it just wasn't enough. We are going to look around the outside, and we don't get the job done because he does close the door a bit, and a little bit of a fishtail from Chandok ahead of us, and there we go, out wide. Our tyres have just had it. We are coming into the pits on the end of this lap, and look at this. I do go a bit deep, and we just spin out. Warning for corner cutting, and that's what we get. It's pretty much karma. We spin out, we get a warning, and now we have Truly once more behind us. We are coming into the pits just ahead. Truly is 12 meters behind us, so we're going to have to get this pit stop perfect. And remember, F1 2010, you got to brake yourself. You have to brake for the pit box yourself. So I thought I was fine, but you're going to look at this. So I start braking now, or just before we enter, and unfortunately it was too fast, and that is going to damage our time quite significantly. Look at this, 9 seconds. There we go, 9-second pit stop. That is something you would expect if you're getting your front wing changed, not just tires. So that is P24 for us. And if you look on the mini-map, we are going to get blue flags, unfortunately. So Mark Webber's leading the race. So Mark Webber is right behind us, and he's wanting to get past us. We do have blue flags. We're going to have to allow Mark to get past us. We're going to do it here. We're going to slow down, let Mark get past us. I'm trying to keep out of the racing line. And now we have Jensen Button right behind us. So we're going to have to do the same thing for Jensen. And there we go. We let Jensen pass. Now, at this stage, I was like, okay, I'm not going to be able to do anything. I'm going to have to finish this position. At least let me try and keep up with these guys and see where I'm going wrong. Unfortunately, that went to the worst plan possible, and we do go out onto the gravel trap. And look at this. I got a warning for illegal blocking when I went out onto the gravel trap, and I believe that was Sebastian Vettel, who just, for some reason, turned right and then slid out into the gravel trap. So we did let Alonso past us, so that's P3. So we have a Red Bull, a McLaren, and a Ferrari on the podium. And unfortunately, that is going to be the race because we are 1 lap down, so that means we do not get to finish the race on the finished lap. We do have to finish on this lap. So I know this has probably been a pretty boring race. It was pretty annoying for me and pretty boring. Hopefully you do enjoy the next race, which is Monaco, so that's going to be interesting since Monaco isn't going to be one of my strong tracks. But until then guys, I hope you enjoyed this race. Mark Webber is our race winner, and we finished P24th, and we started 15th and we finished 24th. Basically, I don't think it damaged us in terms of driver standings and constructors. I think we're still the same. But until next time guys, I'll see you later.